Hey everybody, BrickLoot here today with another episode of Ask Brick. Ask Brick is my Q&A series on YouTube where you can ask me questions in the comments about, Lego, my life, YouTube, anything at all, and I will answer them in a weekly video. I'm really sorry I did miss last week's video. There were some technical difficulties and scheduling issues, and I just wasn't able to get it filmed, edited, and uploaded in time, so I really apologize for that. But I have this week's episode with some great questions, and I'm really excited to answer them for you. But before we get into this week's questions, I do want to make an announcement. Next week's Ask Brick episode will be taken over. It will be a special edition city Q&A. So a lot of people are asking me questions about, my Lego city, maybe starting their own Lego city, and just things about Lego cities in general. So I want to dedicate next week's video to just all about Lego City. So if you have any city-specific questions you would like to ask, please leave them down in the comments below. And now with that out of the way, let's get started into this week's questions. Supreme Bricks asks, who is your favorite Lego YouTuber? So I don't actually have like a favorite Lego YouTuber. I actually watch a lot of Lego YouTube. About a couple of years ago, I actually almost got out of Lego YouTube video, like watching the videos. I just liked making them. Now I'm getting back into watching a lot of other people's videos, so I'm like have a lot of catching up to do. A lot of the people that I used to really like, growing up, I would say with my YouTube channel, no longer make videos anymore. I used to really like Brick Spy and World Lego and who else was there? Oh, Nightly News at 9. Brick 101's, he's coming back now, but he was gone for a while. And lots of other creators like that no longer make like YouTube videos anymore, but they were always like used to be some of my favorites. In today's like, I guess YouTube world, lots of YouTubers that I'm friends with that I love watching Brickstar. I love watching M&R, Just Too Good. Who else? The Brick Wiz, Brick Vault, Beyond the Brick, Jang Bricks, like lots of YouTubers like that. I think there are so many really great ones out there. Those are a couple of the ones that I watch probably the most. If you have any suggestions for me of new YouTubers to watch, I definitely love to check them out. I don't really have a favorite though. Those are the ones I watch the most, and I'm always looking forward to watching new YouTubers as well. So leave your suggestions in the comments. Lego Ninja Extreme says, do you like the Ninjago theme as a whole, or do you like some of the sets? So honestly, I think the whole theme and the sets are pretty good. Wasn't really into Ninjago until Warner Brothers sent me the Lego Ninjago movie influencer pack. I really liked those sets once I built them. I thought they were really cool. They're still on display in my Lego room now. I think especially with some of the newer sets that are coming out, I think the Ninjago theme's really awesome, and it's one of Lego's like stable themes that people really like, and they love purchasing the sets and stuff like that. Again, I think they're pretty cool. I have the Destiny's Bounty, which fun fact is not a pirate ship, on my display here. I really like that set. I think it looks really cool, and I just think overall all the Ninjago sets are pretty cool. I only have a few of them. I'm like, always looking to get more, but I focus on like my city and stuff first, but it's still a pretty cool line. Barry Francis asks, what is your favorite Lego Ideas set? So I thought about this question a lot when I first read it and put it in my notes here, and I was like, what is my favorite Lego Ideas set? I like hate choosing my favorites for stuff because I always feel like I'm leaving someone out, but I did determine that one of my most favorite Lego Ideas sets was definitely this guy right here. The Saturn V. This is a really cool set. It's a pretty big set. The barrel even fits on frame here, but I really like it. I think it is pretty cool. The build was absolutely amazing. Definitely one of the longest Lego builds I've ever had, even though it was one of the on the smaller sides versus a modular building. Just because it's so unique building techniques that you don't really see in like modular buildings and stuff like that. Overall, really great build. It's pretty tall too. Like once it's on my table here, it's pretty cool. And I love having that one on display. Ace Brickman 15 asks, how do you dust your Lego collection? So there's not really a good answer for that. I thought the dust control was pretty good in here, but actually as I pick this set off the shelf, I have it on display like laying down. I can feel that it is pretty dusty, so I'll have to like investigate some better ways to do some dusting. I did do a lot of dusting when I moved my collection a few months ago, but now I think it's time to dust it all again, so I'll have to look into that. Swiffers I don't find work the best just because they're Swiffers. They leave those little like Swiffer hairs on the pieces and the studs and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about getting a toothbrush or maybe like a soft chiseled brush or like a paintbrush and going along all of them, just trying to get the dust out of here. I've heard of some people using like de-dusters and like things like that. I personally don't have one of those, but it's definitely something I might consider. Yeah, because I just want to be cautious. I don't want all my collection being like super dusty. So I thought it was a lot less of a problem than it is, but this question really got me thinking, and I think I'll have to do a dusting day very soon. Audiotron1003 asks, if you had to choose just 3 themes for your collection for the rest of your life, what would they be and why? So I think I would end up choosing Creator Expert, Lego Ideas, and Architecture. So I thought about this again a lot, and I ended up coming up with those ones just because I think they're all pretty unique in their own way. I love Ideas because it really gives builders the opportunity to actually get their own Lego set on the Lego Idea roster. Like this set, absolutely amazing, and I've got all these other Ideas sets like all around my studio here just because I think they're all pretty cool. I really like the differences we get. It's not like one theme where if you're not into ninjas or you're not into space, like you're not interested at all, because there's so many things that Lego Ideas sets could be. I really love architecture just because I love building things from places I've actually been. A lot of the architecture sets that I have on display here are from places I've been to, like London and New York City and Lego House, Bill Architecture. Up here I have the Capitol building, which I saw from a distance, and then the White House, which I took a trip to go see. So I just think those are all like really cool sets, and it's a lot of fun building things from places that you've actually been able to go to. That's why I really like the architecture. And then the last one was Creator Experts, just because that's where you get like lots of your modular buildings and like really cool, much larger sets that you would never get to see in like say the city line. D Penguin asks, where does BrickLover18 come from? Are you 18? So I get this question actually a lot, and it's kind of embarrassing when people ask me like what my channel is, and I have to be like BrickLover18, mainly because I think having a number in your YouTube channel is like such a bad idea nowadays. Like people aren't remembering numbers. I often just get BL18 or BrickLover or something like that. The reason there is an 18 overall is because I actually, when I started YouTube in 2012, it was like Instagram where you couldn't have the same username twice. So I originally wanted to be called BrickLover, and at that time you couldn't have 2 BrickLovers on YouTube, like that was not allowed. So I added the 18 to the end of it because I was born in November 18th. I was 12 when I started my YouTube channel. I'm almost 20 now, so I'm not 18, but that's what the 18 came from. And that's why I've added Bricks Media now as well, because it's a lot easier for people to search for Bricks Media, and my channel comes up, and it just allows me to have more flexibility than just being called BrickLover18. Apprentice Brooks asks, what, in your opinion, is the worst CMF series? So, without any doubt, I would have to say that, in my opinion, The Simpsons is the worst CMF series. I say this because I was never into the show, so the whole idea of it was just lost on me. I don't think the parts were all that good. I just thought they were very generic. Like, you can't use those heads for anything else. Like, everybody knows they're the Simpsons, and then even the torsos and things like that, they're just so generic to the Simpsons minifigures. So I would have to say that's why it's my least favorite theme. I know a lot of people could like say the exact same thing about Disney, just because the Mickey and Minnie House, you can't use their head for like anything else. And I agree with you, but I like Disney, so that's why in my opinion the Simpsons are the worst ones. Ask Brick, when will the next Ask Brick video be? So as I mentioned at the start of this video, I do try and do those every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, but stay tuned for every Tuesday at 3 p.m. That's when I'm trying to do all my Ask Brick videos. Do you budget for your Lego purchases? So this is a tough one to say because like I would say yes and no. I don't like have a set budget where I say I'll spend X like $500 on Lego this month. Some month I don't need to spend any money on Lego, but then like months like July come around and I'm spending a fortune on Lego sets just because of the opportunities sort of like that. As I said, I don't really have a budget. I just try and buy things kind of as I like them. Launch seasons are a lot more expensive for a lot of YouTubers, including myself, just because that's when new products are coming out, so we're trying to get them faster to make reviews of them. I'm not really focused on the launch this season just because I'm so busy right now with other stuff. I would be able to get the videos out in a timely fashion, but if I was buying a lot of the brand new products, like it would have been a lot of money up front in August, but then not a lot in September and October, just because there's no new products. I don't necessarily need to buy things, but I don't really have a budget. It's just kind of sporadic. I only like to spend on Lego what I actually have, so when I like max out my credit card, it's because I know I can pay the credit card off the same day and not have to worry. Like I'm not going into debt buying Lego, absolutely. So I kind of budget in my head, but no, I don't have like a firm budgeting plan. Oscar Brick says, what is the most expensive Lego part you have? So when I was thinking about this, I was like, oh my god, how do I ever like determine what my most expensive Lego part is? And I like figured it out. I think it's the golden sprue. So I have talked about this in other Ask Brick videos in the past. This is the golden sprue I got at BrickFest in 2014. It would cost between $70 and $100. I don't remember the exact price. I think it was like 80 or something like that. But it is all the gold coins here on the sprue, like right out of the factory. As you can see, they're all nicely in there. I would say it's one of my most expensive because it's a lot of money to pay for a lot of coins, but when it comes down to it, it is a really cool product, not something you'd really get anywhere else, so that's why I would say it's like the most expensive part. Just like pieces, it's a pretty generic part. I honestly don't know. It's probably like maybe some brick arms or some like third-party custom pieces just because they're more than like $1 a piece. Other than that, I think my pieces are pretty generic. Apprentice Brick also asked, what is the name of the lavalier microphone that you use? So I'm sorry if the audio is going to get messed up here for a second. I'll take it out of my pocket. Looking at the, you can't see, I can't hold it up anymore, but there is a little microphone pack here. So it just says KNF Concept M8. Honestly, it's just a microphone from Amazon. I'll put it back in my pocket. Hopefully the audio is not like entirely like fuzzy, but it's just a microphone from Amazon. I didn't even watch any reviews of it. It's just one of the more reasonably priced ones for what I was starting to get into. So far it works really good. I just had to make a few minor adjustments every time I film a video for like in audio just to make sure the audio is pretty crisp, but I'm pretty happy with it. Alpha Kennybody said, do you think it would be cool if LEGO did a Transformers collectible minifigure series? Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. If LEGO could find a way to like create like minifigure scale Transformers, I think the world would be like into that. I think that's such a cool concept, and I would love to see what they might be able to do with that. I'm not like, again, like it's more of a sci-fi thing, not a huge Transformers person, but I've seen a couple of the movies, and I would be down for that. Tyson Harris asks, Brick, what do you think about the LEGO Stranger Ideas LEGO set? Do you like Stranger Things? So first off, I've never actually seen the Stranger Things show. It's on my list of Netflix to watch. I'm just finishing up another series first. A little scared because of how creepy I've heard it to be, but I mean, if my sister can watch it, I think I can. I think it's a really cool set overall. I'm more excited about LEGO making the set than the set itself, but at first I was like, there's no way that's going to be sturdy, or it's going to be like it's going to break so easy, it's going to be fragile. Not the case at all. It's such a well-built set, and it's just so cool. I was really glad when LEGO did that set, not because, again, it's Stranger Things, but because I think that's really opening up the doors for LEGO to do so many more different themes and, you know, maybe more mature adult content, and I just think it's opening a lot of doors, so I'm really happy LEGO did it, and a lot of people really like it, so I'm happy a lot of people like it. It's a cool set. Alright everybody, so the questions here have gone on for long enough. Thank you so much for taking your time out of the day to watch this Ask Brick video. If you have any Ask Brick questions that are just generic, leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them in 2 weeks. But of course, if you have any city related ones, leave them in the comments below and I will get to them in next week's episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.